Hello and welcome to the video everyone. Today I'll be unboxing the new Kindle Paperwhite 2021 edition. As you can see right off the bat, it mentions that the screen size is larger than the previous gen, sitting at currently 6.8 inches, whereas the previous model was sitting at 6 inches. This therefore should be a noticeable difference, and I can't wait to see how it fits in my hand later on in the video. So I picked up the 8GB Kindle. There's also a 32GB version, which is a bit more pricier. It's around £30 or $30 pricier than the 8GB version, but in my opinion I think the 8GB should be more than enough, and you'll be able to download and store around 1,000 ebooks. If you're planning to listen to a large number of audiobooks, then maybe the 32GB version might be an option. Just remember to check the file sizes before purchasing and downloading any of the audiobooks. What I like about Amazon, guys, is that the packaging is always very minimal, which is very eco-friendly, and they also state that on their website as well, which is great. So we're going to unpackage the Kindle by putting on this. There we go. So the bezels are much smaller than the previous gen, which is great. So we'll be able to see more text on the screen. So when comparing it to a normal size reading book, it is significantly smaller, I would say. Very lightweight and sits perfectly in my hands. And then comparing it to a smaller book, yeah, again, the same size is perfect, guys. This is the best size, I would say. 6.8 inches is the way we should be moving forward. Okay, and opening up the box, we have a small slip, which is just a reminder to charge up the Kindle before usage. So the battery life will last around 10 weeks, which is a significant bump up from the previous gen, which lasted around 4 to 6 weeks. And then diving in even further, we have the new USB Type-C charging cable alongside minimal paperwork, which includes basic instructions, the warranty card for the Kindle. Yep. All right, so we'll put this to the side. So this is pretty much the first ever Kindle to have this USB Type-C port, which in my opinion is excellent addition to the Kindle, as I'm able to use my iPhone or my iPad charger to charge up the Kindle, and I don't need to carry around any additional wires, which is great. From what I can see, the USB end is not 3.0, and therefore this cable should only be used for charging purposes and not for data transfer. Okay, and then kind of going over the build quality of the Kindle, the bezels are much smaller than the previous gen, so we're able to get more text on the screen. The back is made up of kind of a plastic rubber like material that we've seen in previous Kindles. And also I wanted to mention that the only color that's available as of yet is the black, of course, and I'm guessing they'll probably add more colors going forward in the future as well. I've noticed that fingerprints do tend to stand out, especially on the back, but less on the front. The front part is made out of one flush piece of glass, which extends from the top of the Kindle straight to the bottom, guys. What I found a bit bizarre is that the power button is located at the bottom of the Kindle, which I expected to be on the top or on the top right hand side, but it is at the bottom, which is a bit bizarre in my opinion. So just going over the setup process, which I will speed up, of course. You need to select your language and then click next. You'll need to connect to the Wi-Fi, input your password, and of course allow the Kindle to load. And it says, hello, welcome to your new Kindle Paperwhite. You can now set up easily on this device, or if you have the Kindle app on your phone, you can use the app for even faster setup. So you have two options available: set up on this Kindle or set up with your phone. If you don't have the app, guys, I do recommend downloading the Amazon Kindle app from the App Store or the Play Store, depending if you have an iPhone or a Samsung or an Android. So we can see that Amazon are offering a 3-month free trial, which gives you access to numerous ebooks. But after the 3-month period is up, it does renew at $7.99 a month. So if you do want to go for this, guys, do activate it. But if you're planning to cancel, just remember to cancel before the 3-month period is up, so to avoid paying any additional charges. And swiping through the Kindle, I can see the front screen is very responsive. Very responsive. I'm guessing it will slow down after I do a software update, and I'm guessing in the settings that might be an option where you can slow it down as well, because it's very responsive at the moment. It's already got my book already preloaded there. So as soon as I kind of put in my details, it already recognized who I was just by using my Amazon account. So we're able to alter the brightness, which is something that we've seen in the previous gen. However, so the Kindle now has a new warm light setting, which was not an option in the previous models. This is a great addition in reducing eye strain from blue light, as you can tweak the settings to mimic a normal reading book. And if you suffer from dry eyes like myself, this will really help, guys, in reducing the pain. What I also love about the Kindle is that I can make direct purchases from it, and I'm able to download the ebook right away. So the money will be deducted from your bank account that's linked to your Amazon account, guys. So just bear that in mind as well. And there's also a dark mode, which is again even better, especially if you suffer from dry eyes. And pretty much when I'm using my mobile phone, when I'm using my iPad, I always have it on dark mode. Okay, and it's loading up my book. Alright, and then we've got a few instructions on how to turn the page. So to move on to the next page, you tap on the right of the Kindle, and then to go back to the previous page, you tap on the left. As you can see, it's very quick, very responsive. Because of the thinner bezels, we're able to get more text on the screen. You're able to highlight the text and then kind of transfer it to a document, which you can view later on. You're able to bookmark the pages. You're able to enlarge the text, or make the text even smaller. There's so much that you can do. You have so much options, guys. At the bottom on the left hand side, it does tell you the page number, and then on the right hand side at the bottom, there's like a percentage that tells you pretty much how fast you read. Also, just to let you know that the screen is anti-glare, which means if you're sitting under direct sunlight or under a light bulb, there'll be no glare whatsoever, which won't interfere with your reading experience. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate if you can leave a like and subscribe to the channel, especially if you're interested in finance, tech and productivity. Thank you all guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
It's not a game, it's a